As some of you may know, I made some music. Some of it is even in Yeeps. But people keep asking me, how do you make your music? Well, since I hit 40k recently, I thought it was a perfect excuse to make a video explaining on how I made my music, the story and meaning behind them, and some secrets about my music that nobody knows yet. So yeah, let's get into my first ever song for Yeeps. But before we continue, make sure to like and subscribe and hype the video if you want to support my music making career. But yeah, anyways, let's go. The Final Hider was a song I posted in July 15th, 2024. It's a song made out of sound effects in Yeeps, including no blocks, drums, a banjo, detonator beeps, button presses, and bombs. It was one of the first fan-made songs for Yeeps ever, and as of right now has over 120,000 views. The song was made on the iPhone app GarageBand, the music DAW I grew up with and have used for over 5 years. Most of my older music I made is in GarageBand. Now for some secret info about the music. Originally, I composed this music before I even played Yeeps. Its old name was Green Galaxy, and it was originally made with a crappy synthesizer and some stock instruments in the app. And it sounded like this. I originally didn't use it for anything, but when I started playing Yeeps, I finally had a use for it. So I replaced the instruments with Yeeps sound effects, and so the Final Hider was born. Monster Chase was posted on October 18th, 2024, a bit after the Monster Game mode came out. This song was made in BandLab, which had some pretty decent instruments. However, I wouldn't prefer to use it today because, well, a lot of effects are behind a paywall. Similarly to the Final Hider, this song had a different original purpose that was later scrapped. A while before I was making YouTube videos, I was also in a Discord server with people that wanted to develop a Yeeps mod for the game Friday Night Funkin', which was a game I liked at the time. I even got to make some music for the mod, which I won't be sharing because they were really bad. Anyways, the original Monster Chase was meant to be a song where you fight 3 of the Yeeps devs, Nathan, Steve, and Jack. But I eventually stopped working for the mod due to being busy with my channel, and then I used it as a monster theme which fit way better in my opinion. But yeah, that's the story of Monster Chase. Fuel Tank Explosion was made on November 16th, 2024 with BandLab, not long after Community Worlds came out. The song was based on what I initially thought would happen if you ran out of fuel. A lot of people noticed how empty was the staff in the Community World, but did you also know that the voice that can be heard throughout the song is also meant to be empty? The things he says are warnings for you to leave the Community World quickly before the explodes with you inside of it. Although this song is pretty old, I still decently enjoy it to this day. Unlike, well... Arcade is, I believe, my least popular song. It doesn't have a lot of interesting facts about it, but it's made in GarageBand again and was posted on January 11th, 2025. It has the Pac-Man starting jingle in the intro and has some pretty decent chords, but overall it's not that great of a song. Oh, one more fact I remembered is that I made this song in a car. But yeah, that's basically all you need to know about the song. Hey, so this is me editing the video, and I also realized that I missed the fact that this music was based on the first ever full-size map I made in Yeeps, which I also submitted for BAM 5, but of course it didn't win because it wasn't that great. Seek Salt Found is another song I made in GarageBand, originally posted on May 4th, 2025. The title of the song is supposed to be like a description of what happens in hide and seek. Seek is seeking, sought is the past tense of seeking, and found is found. Duh. This song actually has 2 versions, the old one and the disc one. The disc one is the one that's in game. There are 2 main differences between the 2 versions. The first one being that in the disc version, it doesn't have the fade in effect that the old one had. and the second one being this one synth instrument being less loud and appearing less throughout the song. Also, people have often compared it to the Among Us theme, and like... I guess, kinda, but who's out here doing Among Us references in 2026? Also, for the visuals in the video, I don't really know why I chose this. I used to think this was tough when I first made it, but it's not. So yeah, 6 out of 5. Clockwork's Back is yet again made in GarageBand and was originally a 40-second audio used in my 20k special video. After the video came out, a lot of people really liked the music, so I asked if people wanted a full version, and they said yes. So I posted a full version on May 25th, 2025. This is my first ever song with a BPM, beats per minute, that gradually speeds up and slows down. The thing is that GarageBand doesn't have a way to automate BPM, so how did I make it? I screen recorded the song playing and manually ticked up the BPM every beat in the first part of the intro and every half beat in the second part of the intro. But yeah, that's it. Mellow Yeep is again made in GarageBand and was released on June 6th, 2025, and is probably one of the easiest songs I've ever made. All I did was grab some white noise and rain sounds and added a lo-fi piano, and that's kind of it. I also got Bagel to record a goofy promo short for it to hype it up, but yeah, that's basically it. The First Seeker, again made in GarageBand and released on July 13th, 2025, is a prequel to the Final Hider, because in Hide and Seek, the First Seeker has to hunt down the other hiders until you have the Final Hider. Yeah. This song was also submitted for the music competition of May 2026, but it sadly had to go because there are already a lot of other discs, including 2.5 of mine. It didn't got rejected because of the quality, but because of the similarity to the Final Hiders in terms of concept and instruments, but who knows. I might resubmit in the next music competition. Lastly, the music video has things kind of just popping in and out of frame. This is due to CapCut kind of like refusing to connect my clips together correctly. So yeah, thanks CapCut, you're so worth 300 euros a year with your 7,000 AI features nobody asked for.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yeah. Mayonnaise Bomb's theme is kind of just a big joke made on GarageBand July 21st, 2025. Mayonnaise Bomb was a character I made up with the incognito mode feature, and one I used before like using other names in incognito mode. It has 2 mayonnaise related memes and is animated in Scratch and was kind of based off the world's hardest game OST. Also, mayonnaise is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be spelled with 2 N's, which actually doesn't make sense because people call it mayo for short, but then there's 2 N's, so instead it should be mayon? I don't know. Just go to the next one. The First Seeker Beige remix, released on August 1st, 2025, is just the First Seeker, except a bit slower on a lower key, and it uses GarageBand's instrument library instead of Yeeps sound effects. The reason it's beige is because, I don't know, it just gave me a beige vibe. I made this on my summer vacation, and it was premiered during a family game event, so I kind of watched the whole thing while hiding in the toilet for a bit, and they were not happy. But yeah, that's it. Empty's Killer theme is again GarageBand made and was released on August 8th, 2025. The name Empty's Killer theme is actually kind of meant to be a double entendre, since Empty is a killer according to the lore of the track, but also because a killer something is a way of saying it's really good. The third time the empty close part plays, I forgot to remove the Yeeps sound effects from that, so now just kind of an empty even closer part, I guess. But yeah, if Empty becomes an official monster in the next Halloween update and this theme isn't used, I'll be really mad. Nah, just kidding, I don't care. Scared Ghost, released on October 11th, 2025, is again made on GarageBand and is literally a big Pac-Man reference. Why? Because I love Pac-Man, that's why. This is also my first ever song to kind of have a deeper meaning, which you could have figured out by deciphering the strings of binary that passed by. Nobody managed to do it fully, but I don't really blame them. Those things fly by pretty fast. Another thing is that the main chord progression and rhythm is a reference to the song Young Girl Ain by Sina Mota. Rest in peace, if you know, you know. It's a song that I generally find like a banger, and the theme of that song vaguely fits the theme of this one, so I put that in as a reference. Also, this doesn't mean I'm stealing, it's literally a chord progression, and I'm not planning on submitting this music as a disc. But yeah, about the actual meaning behind the song, it's about the fear of death, with Pac-Man representing it. And it's also why the Scared Ghost version of me is crying, because he's scared of death. Shocker, I know. Also, one more thing, someone pointed out to me that the crying animation looked like the crying child from FNAF, and now it's like top 10 things I can't unsee. Gah was released on April 11th, 2026, and was the last song I released as of making this video, and it's actually the first song I made in FL Studio. Well, at least the first one I made and released. The background of the cover of the song is made using colored and pixelated Perlin noise, which is a type of smooth, gradient-based pseudo-random noise, which are often used in video games to generate terrain. The colors are a reference to a Dutch bread spread called hagelslag, specifically the colored variant. Colored hagelslag are basically just small sugary sprinkles that you can put in your bread, as long as you put butter on it too, or else they don't stick and they fall off. The color of the text is simply the same colors, but inverted. Now for the name, I was struggling to come up with a good name for this track. Some names I came up with first were video game music, Yeeps type beat, failed to reach, and speculate. I don't know. I later thought they all sucked, so I went to the FL project and saw that I named the sound effect for the Yeeps drumstick failing to spin Gah, because it kind of sounded like that. I don't know. And after trying to pick a good name for the song for so long, I honestly didn't care anymore and just named it the entire song because I thought it was funny. And yeah, that's the story of Gah. But yeah, that's basically it so far. If you enjoyed my story behind all my music, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost anything, but still helps me out a lot. And also, make sure to hype the video if you're watching this on mobile to impress the algorithm overlords with my creation. But yeah, thanks for 40k and for all of the support my music has gotten so far. And I'll see you guys a bit later. Bye bye!